Yo, what up? This is your boy Pastor Tim Allison coming to you with another episode of Unapologetically Black and Unashamedly Christian. In this episode, we want to deal with the idea of Christianity being a white man's religion. Just recently on social media, we seen Umar Johnson displaying another falsified meme that talks about at the Council of Nicaea is where the Europeanization of Christianity began. I can't believe that people still think that it is the Council of Nicaea that created Christianity, created Jesus, created books of the Bible. I mean, if you just do a simple Google search, you will find that the top Google results from is Christianity created the Council of Nicaea actually debunks the notion. Now, I wouldn't say that Google is the place to go to do research, but I am saying that the information about what happened at the council, the results of the council, are readily available to us. So let's look at what actually did happen at the council. In the year 325 AD, about 300 bishops came together to settle a dispute that was going on in the Christian community. On one side, you had Arians who taught that Jesus was not co-eternal or co-equal with God. Then there was Athanasius who stood upon the biblical principle that Jesus was in fact fully God and fully man. It wasn't like it was a 50-50 situation where half of the people agreed with Arius and then half of the people agreed with Athanasius. In all actuality, Arius was the minority in this conversation. But one thing I find to be unique when someone says that the Council of Nicaea is where the white man's religion came from. When you look at Arius, he was from Libya. You look at Athanasius, he was from Egypt. So you got two of the most prominent figures of the council being from Africa itself. And how do we know this? Because there was a historian who was at the council by the name of Eusebius. And you can find this in his book, Ecclesiastical History. But not only that, we also have the letters that Arius and Athanasius actually wrote with their own hands. So I find it to be really unique when we try to use the Council of Nicaea to say that Christianity is a white man's religion. But if we go on even further, another person I like to highlight is a guy by the name of Bishop Jacob. Bishop Jacob was from Turkey, and he stood on the side of Athanasius that Jesus was actually fully God and fully man. One thing that's unique about Bishop Jacob is he had a deacon by the name of Ephraim. Ephraim was raised while he was born while the controversy was happening. So he kind of lived to see these things be played out. And he held true to the fact that Jesus was fully God and fully man also. Ephraim was raised in a Christian home, and he eventually went to Odessa and played a prominent role in the school of Odessa, teaching fundamental Christian doctrine. He became a Christian around the year 179 to 216, somewhere around there. And the reason why I bring that up is because in Rome in 313, Christians were being persecuted. But here, where Ephraim was at, Christianity is being freely practiced. So we got to start to have a more global view of Christianity when we talk about the religion of Christianity. And we will see that it's far from a white man's religion. So Ephraim grew, and he ended up going to Syria, where he became kind of like the Lecrae of Syria. You know, he wrote these songs and these poems that even today he's known for being just this amazing songwriter. And he wrote it in a very Syriac type of way. But he would use that to communicate fundamental Christian doctrines. One being that Jesus was fully God and fully man. And so when we look at this, we start to have a more global view of Christianity. Even when we go beyond Syria, and we look at the 4th century, which is around the period in the time that the Council of Nicaea is taking place, we see Christianity coming into Ethiopia, a nation that had never been colonized, see them freely accepting Christianity and making it the state religion. So we can't just focus in on the Council of Nicaea. We have to focus in on what is globally happening when we're talking about Christianity. As my mom here, Dr. Ben's Bantu would say, Christianity is not becoming a global religion. It has always been a global religion. And one thing that's unique about Christianity in Ethiopia is that in all actuality, it was slaves who brought Christianity to the uncolonized Ethiopian people through Frumentius, who therefore speaks the gospel to King Ezana, and then you start to see the Christianization of Ethiopia happen. And this is all around, somewhere around the same period that the Council of Nicaea is happening, somewhere around that vicinity in that area of time. So I think if we're going to talk about Christianity, then we got to start talking about it in a global sense, and not just pick and choose the points and the places and the times that fit our narrative. If we're going to have history, we can't just revise it. We got to let history speak for itself. And when we look at history, we check the record, you will understand why right now today, I can proudly say that in spite of everything that's going on in America and everything that's going on in the world, that I am unapologetically black and unashamedly Christian. Because Christianity is not a white man's religion, a black man's religion, a green man's religion, an orange man's religion. In all actuality, Christianity goes beyond all cultural boundaries and speaks to the very heart of man. And it transforms us in such a way that our lives are centered and reoriented to make sure that we bring God glory in everything that we do because of the overwhelming amount of grace that has been extended to us. So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but we gotta go beyond just memes and emotions, and we gotta stick to the facts. Y'all stay blessed.